I'm really nervous.
Come on, Hadeel.
The bodies of water that surround my homeland now acquiesce in its fate. Dead Sea, bloody Red Sea, risen from watery graves, the Dead Sea. As we lie upon rooftops, let our feet dangle aside the edges, we watch the flood below, of red and flesh, and hum the hymns of our gone. They are our songs of mourning, and that is how we praise our dead, because there's nothing more we can do. No more witty protest chants will rewind time and bring back the 4-year-old boy whose belly was torn open, shrapnel engraving war stories onto his crimson-coated flesh. This is Israeli defense. A constant decree of accidental civilian casualties, an army of misfortune claiming every inhumane move on their chessboard of death as a mistake. But U.S. newsrooms forget one thing when they utter the words, Israel has the right to defend itself. They erase from their history books just one small day, November 4th, 2008, the day Israeli soldiers killed 6 Palestinian soldiers, breaking the ceasefire, breaking the mortar of mortality, preparing themselves to break bread over the decaying flesh of tinted skin. But we, who have been begging for so long now, have been asking for just 2 seconds. A head start, a moment to think of a plan, just some time to decide where I want my family to be buried at least. Make sure that my people are only ashes after death, because we are sick of bearing the scars of tainted sun on our chests. They have set the sky on fire. Planted time bombs in the womb of the sun, she gives birth to flames that settle against mothers crouched like crumpled matches around their children. They are the only bomb shelters in Gaza. As they split open their bosom in order to store each life on the brink of extinction, this is familiar. As Israel sent its slave ships towards the south, sails colored of blue and white, they have used the Star of David as an excuse to link our wrists and watch us sink. As all brown bodies float, naked and chained to family members, as salt water replaces breath, our death toll is rising. So tell me, how many more must die in order for us to call this a genocide? Because I will gladly sling my limbs towards the hollow of winter sky and put them in place of the stars, just so we can get some type of coverage. Just one person to shed their skin and offer us relief, so white faces can tilt their necks towards the silver moon and notice a graveyard. A massacre of the heavens. Our sky is still on fire, and this is still too familiar. I remember the stench of burning flesh too clearly, felt my body tingle at the promise of pain once before. Watch my mother's skin dance, a cyanide promised her a void of world. This is Warsaw. This is a child screaming for oxygen. I don't want to wait to find the diary of a young girl who was hiding from the daylight to realize maybe, just maybe, we should have done something. Our children will look back at this and think of murderous willow trees in 1963 Alabama as black bodies swung in the summer breeze. I am so sick of this being familiar.
Beautiful.
Palestine is New Orleans, and we are so tired of waiting on rooftops, singing life into our fathers' cold skin, carrying saxophones and thumpers on our backs through streets that reek of lost music. Music is our closest thing to escape. This history skips like a broken record, repeating constantly what we swore we learned from the last time. Please, please, just tell me and listen. As we continue to scavenge the midnight roads for heartbeats, our songs of mourning will continue. In the land of the rising sun, I wonder what our prophets would think as we stain the Holy Land with the blood of brown skin, but still insist on celebrating the birth of Christ, that allow cemented bodies to hang from our Christmas trees. Our prayer is all that's left. To find within the bosom of our mothers, we will pray every way we can find. Hand to hand, head to wall, knees to ground, fight every God that is willing to listen. We will survive without your 2 seconds. Let's start.